Hey ChatGPT, tell me a joke about money.
Why was the math book sad? Because it had too many problems.
So I was wondering if I can use ChatGPT to create trading jokes and strategies, and it did, at least for the joke part. But about the trading part, all I know is that if you give the AI good data, it can create a good strategy. But first things first, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another year of creating trading strategies. I am your plug, the ultimate trader. You know the drill. Like, share and subscribe, especially on this video. This is the first time I am using my voice. Yeah. On today's video, I will be creating a boom and crash price action strategy using two MetaTrader 5 indicators. I found the two indicators having a good correlation on multiple time frames, but on this video I'll be using the 1 minute time frame. The installation and setup process is the same. You can double click on the indicators to load them on your MetaTrader 5 platform, or the old fashioned way of copy and pasting. Follow my steps on the screen to create the boom and crash cash out strategy. Once you get the indicators to the navigator panel, right click and refresh. Attach each indicator one by one. I will start with the boom crash trend minor signal. This is a price entry indicator that gives buy and sell signals based on the market trend. On the input settings, I will use the default settings. The only thing I will change is the signal alert. Set it to true to activate it and get notified when there is a new signal. Press OK to attach to the chart. Indicator 1 installed. Let's go to the second indicator, the KT Quantitative Qualitative Estimation Indicator, or the QQE in short. On the input settings, I will use the default settings. Maybe just change the sound alert to false, cause we don't really need it on this strategy. Now, I really love using this indicator while trading boom and crash. The indicator accurately shows me the trend direction and price momentum across all time frames all at once. It helps a lot in avoiding to trade against the trend. I will be using this strategy on boom crash 1000 index markets. The strategy can be used to trade both the trend and catch the spikes. The first trade setup is on boom 1000 index market. The trend minor indicator has a sell signal alert, and the QQE indicator has a bearish momentum on both the histogram and also on the higher time frames. That's a good confirmation for a 3 to 5 minutes trade duration with less worries of a spike happening. But always remember to put a stop loss just right above the previous spike or above the signal arrow. A spike always happens at intervals of at least 1000 ticks. So be quick to take your profit, especially if the QQE histogram volume bars are small in size. I usually close my trades after 5 minutes maximum. First trade closed in profit. If I do a backtest of the previous day signals, you can see we had more winning trades than losing trades on both trend following and catching spikes trade setups. All you have to do is double check the trend momentum before entering a trade and apply proper risk management. Second trade setup is catching the spikes on boom 1000 index market. It is the same technique. When you get a buy signal from the trend minor indicator, confirm the momentum with the QQE histogram bars. Then, on your left, check the QQE trend meter on the higher time frames. In this scenario, only one condition has been met. The histogram is showing an uptrend momentum on 1 minute time frame, but on the higher time frames, the trend is showing a bearish momentum. This is a very tricky situation. For the sake of this tutorial, I will take a trade, but with a very low risk. This is not my kind of setup. In this kind of situation, a sell entry would be more ideal, but you never know. Buy trade executed. Let's see. And just like clockwork, a spike happened. Technical analysis and price action saved that trade. I wouldn't hold this type of trade setup for a long time because I am currently trading against the trend. But as you can see, the price skyrocketed from that price point. But always a next time to catch a boom spike. On crash on 1000 index market, we look for similar setups. Check for the conditions required for a sell entry. Trend minor sell signal, check. QQ histogram bar is red, check. Higher time frame trend is bearish, check. Sell trade executed. Stop loss set above the signal arrow. The trade is running. This is a good trade setup. Every condition has been met. A spike should happen. If it doesn't, I will apply a loss recovery plan to recover my loss. Catching spikes is fun when you get it right, but the process of waiting is tormenting. Confidence in your trade setup is key, and also monitor your trade. When the QQE histogram bar's color starts changing to yellow, I usually know that the downtrend momentum is coming to an end, and I should start considering closing my trade. This is a good risk management because you will not hold on to a losing trade. I close the trade when I get a signal from the trend minor indicator because it suggests that a reversal is happening in the market. When this happens, it's safer to take a loss than hold your trade. My loss recovery technique is to take a second trade immediately. I can apply martingale or not and take my profit after 5 minutes. It usually works 90% of the time. On this trade setup, not all conditions are met also. Only the QQE histogram bars are showing an uptrend momentum and the trend on 1 minute time frame is bullish. All other time frames are either on a sideways trend or a bearish trend. That's a sign I should not overstay with my trade. Remember, spikes happen more frequently when the trend is strong on higher time frames. Mention of the spike and it happens just before I was about to close my trade and take my profit, but luckily the spike is not very volatile and the bullish trend is not affected. QQE histogram bars are still green and 1 minute trend is still bullish. Based on those confirmations, I could hold this trade and set my take profit at the price where the spike happened. If I had gotten a signal from the trend minor indicator, I could have closed this trade. But now, since the spike volatility was not that strong, I will hold this trade. Let's see if I hit my take profit this time round. Done. I am back in profit. The goal is to take quality trades and minimize the risk as much as possible. If you do a back test of the previous day trade setups, you will find out that you could get some decent trade entries at any time of the day. That's the best thing about trading boom crash markets. This strategy will work good if you follow the rules. The indicators are 100% non-repainted and no price recalculation. This is a scalping type of strategy, using trend and volume as our guide into the market, but you could add other useful indicators such as support and resistance. Catching spikes on crash on 1000 index is the same technique. When you check the high time frame, the trend is on our side. Trend minor indicator gives a sell signal. Then QQ histogram bars are showing downtrend momentum. Sell trade executed. This is a very perfect trade setup. I am almost 99.9% sure that my stop loss will not be hit before a big spike happens. Just 1 minute later, I caught a small spike and made a $2 profit. I could take the win and take my $2 profit, but according to the momentum of the trend, there is a higher probability of another spike happening. I will hold the trade for some more time and see if I can catch a bigger spike. I prefer using this strategy on crash 1000 index instead of crash 500 index because of the spikes frequency. Crash 500 index has more rate of spikes happening. It takes time and practice to catch spikes, but with a good strategy you can learn the psychology of spikes. It's a risky market, but very profitable when you do it correctly. Just like I predicted, there was one more spike remaining. It just happened, and now I'll be happy closing this trade with a $7 profit instead of $2. I could live with that. Anyway, like you can tell, I have only spent less than 6 hours waiting for the trade setups, and I have had 4 wins and 1 loss, which I recovered. Try the strategy and leave your feedback on the comments section. These indicators will be shared for free. Download link on my YouTube and Telegram channels. Happy trading. Now, if you have been a member of Ultimate Trading Tools family since day one, you know that I have been creating and developing strategies, both manual and automated strategies, mostly for the synthetic index market, offered by Derive Broker. I am glad to announce that I have had a groundbreaking success, not in 1 but 3 projects. One of my best strategies that I used to trade on a daily basis was turned into a MetaTrader 5 Expert Advisor, or robot. The robot trades on Step Index Market, Volatility 75 1S Index Market, and Boom and Crash Index Market. The trading results are looking very promising for each market. I will leave an MQL5 signal link so that you watching this can monitor how my robots are performing. I will also be sharing a 1-month trial versions of all my robots on my Telegram channels, because I believe good robots should be tested first, or at least should have investors' password. Anyone selling robots with just screenshots should not be trusted. For more details, contact me on my Telegram and email. Contact details displayed on your screen right now. Download free trial versions of my new max profit robots below this video. And thank you for your watch time. If you like more of these strategies, let me know. Like, share and subscribe. And may you have a wonderful and profitable year ahead. Peace.
Money add and multiply, I'm scared me, I stay automatic. Money add and multiply, I'm scared me, I stay automatic. Money add and multiply, I'm scared me, I stay automatic. Money add and multiply, I'm scared me, I stay automatic. Money add and multiply, me, I stay automatic. Money add and multiply.